Why is voting so critical?
Voting is so crucial because not only is it a competition of who's the best candidate, but it's a competition of making sure that we have the right people at that table making the decisions and the choices that are going to affect our day-to-day lives, from the most local races where that affects our backyard to the federal presidential races as well, even when they don't seem as important.
Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit more about that. How about, everybody knows, or for the most part, hears about voting for the president, and then they don't vote for local stuff. When Don't Say Gay was being pushed through our ears and eyes and nose, that's when I was telling people, look, that's why you need to vote for your school board. That's why you need to get into commission meetings. That's why you need to know who is representing you down your own block.
Yeah, correct. That's super important. And that all goes back to making sure that people are educated. One of the reasons why people aren't voting is because they're not educated enough. We got to make sure that we're empowering people, making sure that they're active in their community, making sure that they're engaged with what's going on in their day-to-day politics as well. Whether it seems like a hassle or whether it feels like it's extra homework, at the end of the day, these are all things that are going to affect us 10, 20 years from now.
Yeah, or even in 5 years, Christopher. I mean, you don't think about that, and then you're like, oh, why are they not teaching LGBTQ history in high school? Well, somebody had to vote on that, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't do so.
We didn't do so.
We were talking at lunch about how LGBTQ history is American history, right? Yet it's been pulled from curriculum in many schools. Teachers have been had their hands tied behind their back to unfortunately exclude it from their history lessons and their curriculum now. I was taught if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Including our mistakes. How important is it to know history?
Well, it's super important. And, if we don't do politics, if we don't do history, politics and history will do us. That means making sure that we are constantly educated and knowing what our past looked like, making sure that we are standing up and that we are carrying that history with us. It's super important. I think we back to that conversation that we had, and we asked some of our young queer students about LGBTQ history, and a lot of them don't know what's happening in their classrooms. So making sure that we are constantly reminding them about the past.
That's